Hello, clarinet players. So today we're going to be working on Midnight Skies. So make sure you have your music and your clarinet with you. We are going to be looking at the bottom of the page where it says Musical Jumpstart. We're looking at the 3 chorales at the bottom of the page. So a chorale is a melodic. It is very warm. It is very full sounding warm-up song. So it's not meant to be played fast. It's meant to find our tone quality. So good sounds. And it's a good chance to kind of review some rhythms and notes we're going to see in the song. So looking at chorale number 1, you are going to need to know 2 things. 1, in your music, it looks like there's 2 notes on top of each other. This is a select 1. So don't try to play both. It's physically impossible. So you're going to pick one or the other. I'm going to go over the top notes. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about the notes on the top. So the second thing you're going to need to know is your first 6 notes of your concert B flat scale. And if you need to go back and review the video from Wednesday, I had to think about it. If you go back and remember from Wednesday, I did go through all 8 notes of your concert B flat scale, but I will go through those 6 notes with you right now on my clarinet. So the first note we have is C. So I'm going to cover up the back key, first key, second key, third key with my left hand. That's C. The next note I'm going to go to that I need to know is E, which means I'm going to lift up the bottom 2, and I'm only going to have 1 push down. Then I'm going to go to G, and G is nothing. Nothing in the back, nothing in the front. And the last note in measure 4 is A, and A is this little teardrop key, and I use the side of my finger for that A. So I'm going to play C, E, G, A, and I'm going to play those as half notes. Let's just practice those notes. So here we go. Okay? Now, looking at the rhythm, though, that's not the rhythm. They're not all played in half notes. We have half note, quarter, quarter, half note, quarter, quarter, half note, quarter, quarter, whole note. So let's do measure 1, 2, 3, and 4 on our clarinet using those notes and that rhythm. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we got measure 1, 2, 3, 4. Going on to measure 5, 6, 7, and 8. Again, we're looking at the top notes. So measure 5, we have E, which we've already played. Back button, first key. F, which is just the thumb in the back. In measure 8, we go back, measure 6, we go back to E. D, C, and those go by quick because they're quarter notes. So in measure 6, we have E, D, C. 7, we have F, which is our back key. Then G, and we end on G, so we play 2 Gs in a row. So measure 5, we have E, F, E, D, C, F, G, G. Let's try playing it. Right? Set. Here we go. All right. Now, if you need to pause and go back and do that again, figure out some more notes and things like that, please do that. Go backwards if you have to. Don't just skip ahead because you're like, whatever, it's fine. It's not fine until you have it right. Okay, let's go back and we're gonna play at the very beginning of the chorale number 1. We're gonna play the whole entire line. Remember, we're playing the top notes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. This time I'm going to play chorale number 1. You're going to play the top. I'm going to play the bottom. I want you to get used to hearing 2 different notes. We're going to create some harmony. So here we go. One more time. Chorale number 1. You're on top, I'm on bottom. Right? the wrong rhythm, so that's why there was a little bit of a gap. So if I was practicing, I'd probably want to go back and fix measure 5 because I played the wrong rhythm. But I'm gonna go on to chorale number 2 with you guys. Let's go over some of those notes and figure them out. Okay, so we're starting on the same note we did in chorale number 1. We're starting on C. And in this chorale, we actually don't need to use A at all. We are only using C, D, E, F, and G. Those are only 5 notes in all of chorale number 2. Again, we do have the split. And again, I will be using the top notes. Okay? So we start with C in the measure 1 of chorale number 2. C, D, E, E. Okay, and if I look at measure 2, I notice that it's C, D, E, E, one more time. And if I look at measure 4, again, C, D, E, E. So in chorale number 2, I have 3 measures that are exactly the same as each other. So let's try playing that. We're gonna play C, C, D, E, E. Just that measure. Ready? Go. Beautiful, because I played it 3 times. So if I can play it once, I can play it 3 times. All right, let's rewind a little bit and do measure 1 and 2. So measure 2, we have F, back key, and then E, both as half notes, so both long notes. So measure 1 and 2. Ready? Go. Beautiful. Measure 3 and 4. Please note that measure 4 is not the same as measure 2. It looks like it might be because it goes to F, but then it goes to G. Remember, G is no keys at all, but both half notes. So let's do measure 3 and 4. Ready? Go. Did you get that? The going all the way up to G? Okay. Measure 5 and 6. Oh, look at that. 5 and 6 are exactly the same as 1 and 2. So we do the C, D, E, E, and then it's F, E again. Let's do that. 5 and 6. Ready? Go. Awesome. Then last 2 measures. F, G, G. Now you might be thinking, Mrs. Sharp, that sounds familiar. That's because it's the end of chorale number 1. F, G, G. Ends exactly the same way. So let's do 7 and 8. Ready? Go. All right, let's do all of chorale number 1 together. Starts on C. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Go. How do we do? I think I did pretty good myself. So we're gonna do it one more time, and this time you're gonna play the exact same thing, but I'm gonna play the bottom notes. Let's create some harmony. See how cool it sounds when I play those other notes. Ready, set, here we go. Squeak. So again, I'd probably want to go back and practice getting my fingers down quicker so that I don't create any squeaks or squawks. That's something that I could definitely be practicing in my own time. All right, we got 1 left. Let's see if we can figure this one out. Again, split notes. I'm going to be talking about the top notes, okay? So starts on a different note than the other 2. We're actually starting on A. A is that little teardrop key right above our first hole. So we just use our side of our first finger. We don't want to use the pad because the pad has to be available. So we just kind of do a little tilty tilt. Okay. A, G. F, F, E. Well, that's easy enough. We're just kind of adding one finger at a time. So let's try it. 1, 2, measure 1, 2, 3, and 4 of chorale number 3. Starts on A. Ready? Go. Not too bad, not too difficult. If you did have any troubles, go back and look at my review. Then look at 5, 6, 7, and 8. We got E, E, G, G, A, A. So we start and end on A in this one. Okay, so here's measure 5, 6, 7, and 8. Ready? Go. That's a really good part to be practicing our articulation because there's 2 of the same notes in a row. So we want to make sure we're not using our air. Our air should be continuous. It should not stop. We want to use our articulation. For example, those last 2 A's. Did you hear it? With my tongue instead of. And you can hear when I did the air instead of my tongue to articulate, I got a little squeak out of it too. All right, let's play through all of chorale number 3. And you know what? This time I'm going to start on the bottom. You play the top. I think we're ready for it. Ready, set, here we go. Now, in measure 6, you might have played a G and you said, ooh, this one didn't sound too good. That's because if you can tell the 2 notes are really close together. I'm playing an F, you're playing a G. Those 2 notes are very close together, so we call that a nice little crunch or dissonance. That is on purpose. We call it a passing tone, meaning we kind of sit on this crunchy note for a second to get to the really good note that follows it. It's a little passing tone. It has a little interest to the music, okay? All right, so practice those 3 chorales, and I cannot wait to hear them on Tuesday. On Monday, I'll have the song part. So practice the chorales first, and then Monday we'll work on the song. Tuesday, I'll get to hear it because your instrument will be at school. See you then. Bye.